Good morning, everyone. So, today I decided to do a flow, a moving flow. So more strength is going to be needed, more breath is going to be needed, and when you're not taking the time to stay into the pose, there's a little bit less of awareness, a little bit less of having that time of just feeling it, just being in the stillness of it, into the moment of it, being an observer. Right now, it's a flow, so I'm going to be more into a movement. I'm going to have to use my breath. The breath is going to be the main tool of the practice. I'm going to have to use my skill to ground myself into the earth, the skill to connect to my core and really embrace all this and create a vision. So if I'm telling you already that we're going to have a flow and that we're going to be moving, it's already igniting something into your mind and into your body. If I know that I'm going to be biking just around the park, I don't have to think too much. But if I know that I'm going to aim a certain biking path with heels and maybe length and endurance, I'm going to have to prepare myself. So right now what we're going to do is that we are going to create a kind of a platform and try to dig our courage, try to dig our endurance and our skills, our inner skills. So what are my inner skills, me, Karen, before I do a practice? And I ask you the same question, what are your strengths? I'm not going to talk about the weaknesses right now. We're going to work more on that direction. I'm going to, please, because maybe I'm going to forget, it's a little bit hard sometimes to teach like this, but always to be aware of your hands really nicely open, and the base of your fingers here are going to play a major role in like pushing into the earth. And often if it's too much for my wrist, I can come on my fingertips, or really maybe more pushing with my fingertips. And always allow yourself to take a break if you need to, creating movement into your wrist, like creating like that release into your wrist. So always allow yourself to take a break. Always allow yourself to come into your child pose. Allow yourself to be in your own rhythm. Okay? So I'm already sitting down in my meditation pose. I am going to be under the sun. I did prepare myself a nice big drink, chlorophyll drink with some ice. I'm already curious to know how my breath and my talking is going to align during the practice. But if there's one thing that I want to do in this video is be real and raw. Okay, it's not a show, it's me, transparent, giving myself to you. Hopefully, same thing, transparency between each other. So let's come back into that space, lower body nicely pressing down into the earth. I'm always sitting on pillows or a blanket. Am I using my sitting bones to push into the earth and to allow to create some length into my whole upper body? Now, you are your own observer. My personal work here is to lengthen the spine, is to bring my belly in, to gather and connect the energy of the front of my body towards the back. So the back of my body is being a strong support, welcoming the front of my body. Shoulders up and back. Tightness for me a lot in the front of my shoulders. That's my practice, that's my sign. My body hinting me, what do I have to do? Openness, creating space. In that space, my hands are open, palms to the sky. I'm going to allow the breath to travel freely into my whole body. Making sure to relax my jaw, my eyelids, my forehead, So I find that meditation outdoors is a must, because you're really connecting to your surroundings, and your surroundings are here just to create more beauty. The sensation of the wind, the sun, the different noises. Everything is here to give me that support. Make sure to just create that stillness. Moving into a flowing practice allows you to relax your mind and to be more in your body. So like I always say to my students, enjoy this moment. And let's create an intention for our practice. My intention is strength and focus. And from that space, allow yourself to inhale, reaching up with your arms, lengthen, all the way to the sky. Hands together, exhale all the way to your heart. Remember, bring your chin in, opening your eyes. Colors everywhere. And inhale one more time, looking up. And a good. And now I'm gonna go experiment the sun. Hopefully it will all be good. I'm ready. So I have my blocks. We're gonna come to the front of our mats and allow already our feet to connect to the earth. Right now, the same way that I connected into my meditation pose, I'm gonna connect into my mountain pose. This is gonna be my realignment, the moment where I can allow myself to be an observer again. A little bit of balancing front ways and back, allowing me to find my middle balance. So into that pose, my tailbone is reaching down towards the center of the earth, and I'm allowing the crown of my head to reach up. So as an observer, I realize me, Karen, it takes a lot of time to start. It's like I'm comfortable into that sensation of just being in stillness. So I have like to kind of push myself a little bit. Give myself a go, move, go, go, go. So allow yourself to maybe listen to who you are. Either you're comfortable where you are, or you're telling yourself, go Karen, start. Discovering your rhythm, discovering the energy of your body. And I shall start. Hands to your heart. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, diving down. Hands onto your shins. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, down. And here I'm taking the time to feel the length into the back of my legs. You're going to bend your knees and come up with a rounded back. Shoulders up and back. Inhaling, reaching up to the sky. Exhaling, hands to your heart. Allow your body to wake up at your own rhythm. Inhale. Exhale, down. Again, inhaling, lengthening your spine. Exhale, down. So I'm going to do this one more time. I want you to connect the breath to your body. Teach your body that the breath and the movement are connected. Inhaling when you expand, and exhaling when you reach down. Inhale, lengthening. So right away, being that it's an active practice, we're going to come into a plank. So I'm going to allow you to go into your full plank or into your half plank. But I want you to take the time to make sure that this is very stable. I'm always allowing my elbows to be a little bit bent, and there's a nice straight, long sensation from my knees all the way to the crown of my head. Push up, down, elbows reaching down. First cobra, very smooth. You're going to lengthen your legs first, roll your shoulders. Inhale, just allow that space to be created around your heart. Exhale, down. We'll do this 2 more times. Remember, your fingers are wide open. Inspire, inhale. And exhale. And I'm keeping my hip bone connected to the earth. And I'm keeping my tailbone lengthening towards my heel. From here, first downward dog. Up, up, up to the sky. Walking your feet a little bit if you need to. So here, I want to feel my downward dog. So I'm going to bend my knees a little bit, bend my elbows a little bit, and push strongly into the earth to bring my hips as high as I can. And then gently, the back of my knees lengthening, my arms lengthening. Breathe into that space. And we're going to bring the big toes together. So right leg up. For now, my hips are going to stay square. I'm going to allow my heel to give a direction of lengthening towards the sky. I don't have to go so high up for now. Bring your knee in, look in between your hands. Hop into your first lunge. So knee down. Inhale, reaching up to the sky. Exhale. I have my blocks. It's a must to have blocks if you're going to practice yoga. So Amazon, the stores are opening. Get your blocks. From here, I'm going to push into my block, lengthen the back leg. Take a moment again to feel that length from my heel to the crown of my head. Breathe. And allow the breath to be alive in every part of your body. From here, I'm going to push into the earth and bring that upper body up. So I need to have that push here. My legs are still strong, connected, rooted, upper body becoming light, and maybe there's space for me to open my arms. Eventually I want to open back, but for now I want to lengthen. So my shoulders are down, crown of my head lifted, arms back. And remember, your fingers wide open. Breathe into that space, and coming into your hop, push up, your plank. Again, you have a choice here, knees down or knees up. Push up, down. Rolling your shoulders, inhale. We'll do another 2 nice open heart pose. Release down, inhale, and exhale. And one more time, inhale. And tuck in toes, hips up, taking the time again to feel your downward dog. No rigidity, but groundedness and rootedness. That's what's really important, to find that connection between the earth and the sky. And when you're ready, lengthen the back of your legs, lengthen your arms, big toes together. I'm going to push my right foot down to give a chance for my left leg to fly up towards the sky. Knee in, a hop, a right knee down. Taking a moment here, melting your hips down, reaching up to the sky. And again, yes, there is a beauty here of that openness. And taking your blocks. You don't have to have blocks. You can have your hands onto the earth. Maybe you're lucky and you have 2 big books that are exactly the same length and height and width, and you can use them. Now lengthen the back leg. Here, the direction again is I'm pressing back my right heel to lengthen all the way to the crown of my head. Breathe. So here I'm supported with my blocks. Right now, I'm gonna get my inner strength to push myself up, and lengthening. And I want to try to have my upper body as neutral as possible. So try to relax those shoulder blades And there is an action of bringing my pubic bone towards my, my navel. So sometimes I have to bend my back knee just slightly to allow my hips to be neutral and my upper body to lengthen above my neutral hips. Alrighty. Coming into your plank or your half plank and coming down. Just one cobra, rolling those shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, downward dog. From here, you're gonna walk one foot at a time as gracefully as you can. You can be on your fingertips up towards the front, my feet hip width apart. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, diving down, allowing some openness into your shoulders. So reach up with your arms. So the tendency here is to keep your head up. Please release your head. You can turn your head from the right side to the left side, allowing a release into your neck. And release your arms. And coming up with a rounded back, shoulders up and back. Inhale. Exhale. I'm going to come into a chair pose. And the beauty of the block during the chair pose is that it gives you an extra support, okay? So if you don't have the block, it's okay. I'm putting my block in between my knees and my thighs, and it's gonna give me that alignment of not pushing my knees against one another. So let's come into our first chair pose, using my thumbs to bring the crease of my hips back, taking a moment here to lengthen, and I feel stable. Hands to your heart. Stay here. Okay, I don't want to look up. I want to really have a nice long spine and be gentle with the back of my neck. So there's this action of pressing towards your midline. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Bye-bye block. Lengthening everything and down and coming into your plank. Push up. Inhale, openness. Exhale, hips up. Again, you're going to bring your big toes together. Take a moment here. Allow your right leg to open to the sky. I'm still keeping my hips square. Bring your knee in, up, right foot in front. And we're going to come into a twist, using the block onto my left hand. Take a moment here. And I'm going to use my right hand to actually bring my belly above my leg. And then reaching up. Shoulders away from your ears. So there's a lot of actions here between the groundedness, my stability, and allowing that twist. I'm kind of moving away from the earth. Breathe. And then from here, I'm going to bring my hand down onto the earth and do a supported side plank. So bring the right foot in front. I'm pivoting the back foot. And inhale. At this point, you can do a full side plank, no problem. Breathe. And again, moving away from the earth. If there's room here to open that right shoulder, go ahead. And hand down. Up, coming back into your plank, push up, inhale, and exhale. Big toes together. I didn't take a break the other time into your downward dog, but it's good to stay 5 breaths before going to your little flow. It gives you the time to reconnect to your breath. Now push with the right foot, lift up the left, and bring your knee in, up, left foot, right block, coming into my twist. And again, that belly is going above your thigh, left arm up. My supported arm here is not taking all my weight. So that's why I want to make sure that I'm pressing strongly into the earth. I am keeping my elbow a little bit bent and making sure not to, block the energy into your shoulder. So you see how I am. It's like, I want to stay but I said that it was going to be a flow. So one more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Both hands down, coming into your side plank on the other side, pivoting your back foot, moving away from the earth and lengthening. And coming back into a hop plank. Push up. Inhale. Exhale. We stay our 5 breath. That's important. So this is about reconnecting to your groundedness, reconnecting to your breath, to be the observer that you can be because you were more in stillness right now. Okay, I'm aware. Go to the next one. Right leg up. Bring your knee in. Right foot in front. We're going to go a little bit deeper into our twist. So bring your upper body up. You can do the same twist or bring your hands together. Left elbow is going to go against your right leg. So now my belly is under my thigh. I want to bring my belly up, enhance my twist, and stay here. Now, you do want to stay. We cannot just leave this pose. At least 5 breaths. Because really what you have to do to stay in those poses is engage your strength. Remember, what are your strengths? One more breath. And then we release. From here, okay, we're gonna lift up the left leg and come into a warrior 3. Okay, I'm gonna cheat. Look at this. Okay, I'm gonna bring my arms to the side. That's what I'm gonna do. You could bring your arms towards the front if you want. And I'm gonna challenge myself right now. First of all, my right knee is a little bit bent. So the challenge is I'm gonna try to bring my upper body up and grab my ankle. Challenge, challenge. It's always good to have a wall next to you. It's a challenge because I want to open my heart. So challenge yourself. It could be this pose, it could be something else that you want to do. And release and down. Tadasana. Taking the time to realign and recenter yourself. And this is where nature feels good, because you can embrace the openness into your body. And here, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, lengthen. Coming into your plank. Push up, down. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, up. Downward dog. We're going to do everything with the left side. So, left leg up. Bring your left knee in. A hop in front. Coming up. Hands to your heart. So before going into my twist, I want to remember groundedness into my lower body, space and lifting up my upper body. And from here, twisting. Bring that belly up. Breathing, connecting, and rooting down. One more breath. And gently up. And I'm gonna come into my airplane pose really, because I cannot lengthen my arms. Slowly rooting down, lifting up the right and opening my arms. So this is already a challenge. Trying to lengthen my tailbone towards my heel. Breathe into that space. And my little challenge, hop and hop. Oh, stay, 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 Karen. Flexing my foot, opening my shoulders. I could stay here, or I could allow myself to open. I'm taking a chance. I could be falling, but it's okay. Like I told you, I am real and raw. Craw, and down. Now is a moment to connect to my mountain pose. Using my breath. And allow yourself to actually listen to your breath. Listen to your heartbeat. Feeling the warmth within yourself. And always reconnect to your groundedness and to the space around you. So before coming down again into my flow, when I say the space around you, from my heart, there's that openness all around. Under my feet, the earth that is carrying me. Above my head, limited sky. So when I say be aware of the space around you, this is what I mean. It's a space that carries me constantly. One more breath here. Inhale up. Exhale down. Coming back into your chair pose again. Using your blocks. If not, no problem. And coming into your chair. So this time, I could stay here or I could continue working on my twist. Twisting. And so when you do a twisting practice, try not to eat before. I mean, I'm doing this practice in the morning. I wanted 7 o'clock, but it didn't happen. It's okay. I still allow myself to come and do the practice. And create some movement and awakening into my center. So it is, I'm going to lengthen a little bit here. It is kind of easier with the block. Why? Because it gives you an element of stability and connection. Down. Let's go to the other side. Trying to keep my knees and my hips at the same level. This is a challenge. And breathe. And release to the center. Lengthening. I feel like doing a nice forward bend here. So at the same time, I'm going to release my block. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, down. Crown of your head, aiming towards the earth. Inhale, coming into your plank. Push up, down. Inhale, open heart. Exhale, up to the sky. Right away, I'm going to lengthen the right leg, and this time I'm going to allow the right hip to open and my right knee to bend. So we make sure that the left leg is stable. I'm even going to press my heel a little bit down to create that stability. You can look towards the right. And hip square. Bring your knee in. Hop. Pivoting the back foot. And inhale. Coming into a beautiful, strong warrior. Open your right palm. Reverse your warrior. And exhale, I'm going to use the block here to bring my hand down, connect the right leg and the right arm, and open to the sky and above my head. Pressing strongly the left foot into the earth and allowing my whole left side to lengthen, open, and breathe. Nice big circle of energy coming back into my reverse. Pivot the back foot, hop into into your plank. Inhale and exhale. Getting ready here. Push with the right, lift up the left. With awareness, open your left hip, bend your left knee. Looking towards the left. Hip square, bring your knee in, hop in front, pivoting the back foot. I'm gonna put my block here already. Nice big circle of energy, and from your heart you can open into your warrior. When I'm here and sweating, I didn't sweat for a long time like this. So when I am here, I forgot what I was gonna say, so it's okay. But I am gonna keep a little bit of stillness here to really connect to the pose. Open your palm, lengthening up and back. And then the block is already there. I'm gonna come and open. So my left leg is a little bit like a wall, and I'm pressing against that wall. Remember to keep that openness from your heart and your shoulders and your arm, and you can bring your right arm above your head. Let's gather our strength here and come back to a reversed warrior. And all the way down, hop, coming into your plank, half plank, push up, down, inhale, open heart, and exhale, downward dog. In this downward dog, you're gonna walk your feet a little bit closer, and we're gonna come into a twist. I'm gonna press my right hand strongly and bring my left hand to my right leg. Stabilize, rooting down. Use your breath. Whatever strength you have, whatever strength you're using right now, your breath is the tool that supports everything. And let's go to the other side. Taking a moment into that neutral space, and then other side, allowing my heart to move away from the earth. One more breath. And hop. So now the beauty is that we're gonna do some work onto the earth. But I'm gonna stay a little bit into my plank. A little bit. Connecting to my core. Connecting to my strength. To my focus. This is what I ask. Strength and focus. This is what I'm working on right now. And push up, down. So this time we're gonna do either a cobra, or I'm gonna ask you to do an upward dog. So you're gonna walk your hands a little bit to the back. I'm gonna tuck in my toes, roll my shoulders, and inhale, lifting up. So a little bit more vigoureux. Breathe. And from here, lift up your hips. Again, right leg up, open hip, bending knee. Hip square. You're gonna come into a pigeon pose. But a pigeon pose that is gonna stay active. So I'm not gonna come down because I wanna keep that awakening into my body. So I don't like to drink really well. I practice, but I have no choice here. I need to drink. Thank you. Thank you what? Thank you Hashem. So I can use my blocks here to keep that openness if it's needed. Shoulders are back. And there's like that squeezing sensation. I always forget in English. Les reins. And you're not even here to tell me. Kidneys, yes. So there's like this pumping sensation into my kidneys. Pumping is good. Pumping creates life, creates that sense of detoxification, releasing, and this is what we're doing right now. Now from here, I'm gonna release by bringing my left leg all the way on top of the right, adjusting myself. Take a moment here, I wanna align my heart with my knee. Right arm, left arm crisscross, and you're gonna see how I'm bringing my elbows at the level of my shoulders. Either my hands back to back or another crisscross. And breathe, love this pose. It's engaging into different openness that we're not used to. My hips, the lengthening of my spine, the breath in between my shoulder blades. And this is a little bit how you realize that your heart needs some love from the back too, not just the front. So create a lot of love around that space that you're opening right now. And slowly release. Let's inhale up. Exhale. At this point, I like to open to the side. Take a moment to open towards the right. And open towards the left. And up. And hands to your heart. Okay, we're gonna release our legs very gently. And because we're here, we're gonna come into a boat pose. You know, I have sweat in my eyes. Up, up. All right, so boat pose, your choice. Your choice, your choice, whatever you prefer. Breathe, smile. And notice how there's much more oxygen into your body. Much more space. And from here, I'm a little bit crooked. I'm gonna come back into the center of my mat and allow myself to go back into a plank and stay there. That's for my friend Ilanit with her plank challenges. I think that's one pose that we should do every day. A good, nice plank onto your forearms or your hands. And from here, coming down. And yes, I did an upward dog, so I'll do it again. Hop, hop, and openness. Pumping the kidneys, open heart, open lungs, open shoulders, and breathing into that whole space. Strong, strong body, and hop, hips to the sky. Bring that left leg up, open. Stability into your right leg. And hip square, bring your knee in, coming into your pigeon on the other side. Again, I know the tendency is to come down and release towards the earth, but right now our practice is more of an awakening practice. So I want to keep that flow open into my heart, into my mind, and of course I could continue into my throat, into my belly, openness. The whole front of my body is opening to the sky, opening to the possibilities of today. No limits. There is limits. No limits, but there is limits because you want to respect your body and your rhythm. From here, I'm gonna bring that right leg all the way above. I'm gonna move a little bit like this. You still see me. It's good. It's like hot yoga. Arm, left, right above, bending. Make sure that your elbows are at the level of your shoulders, always better. And this is a moment of stillness. This is a moment of observation. Allowing yourself to really release the tensions, especially on your face, in the back of your head, and your neck and your shoulders. And allow the breath to fully exist into the back of your heart. The space now, it's open. So gather your breath. And release. Going to the left side first. And then other side. I don't know if we did more than 30 minutes. I wanted to keep that 30 minutes vibe. We'll see. And then up and hands to your heart. And here we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to come back. I'm going to try to hook the big toes, balance on our sitting bones, one leg up, the other leg up. Maybe some openness. So my big toes are pushing against my two fingers and kind of lifting my heart towards the front. Breathe. So in any pose you can find stillness. Yes, even into this pose. An inner stillness, an inner peace where everything is aligned. And when everything is aligned and you're into a pose, you can stay forever. Taking a pose here. Now, we're going to lie down onto the floor. A little bit of water for Karen. And let's lie down. My favorite part. No, it's not my favorite part, but you know, I love to lie down. What can I tell you now? The sun is on me. The floor is warm. So let's say that you don't want to do a practice. Forget about that practice today. You know what you should do today? Is find a warm floor and lie down on it. And carry that warmth into your whole body. We're not finished yet, by the way. So I would like to my husband is here. I'm almost done.
The speaker?
Yeah, I'm almost done.
Can we do it?
5 minutes. So from here, there's two choices. We're going to do a bridge pose or we're going to do a wheel pose. So I'll go through the two poses and you'll choose. You can do the two poses like me or choose one. So in the bridge pose, my feet are hip width apart and I'm able to touch my heels with my hands. I want to make sure that my whole back is nice and connected to the earth. From here, I'm going to use my upper arms to lift up my hips. So if you're going to turn your head here, it's a big no-no for the back of your neck. So better to look at me before and then do it than to look at me and turn your head. So right now, I'm kind of lengthening my tailbone towards my knees. I'm going to cross my fingers under and slide my shoulders towards one another. Make sure that the back of my head is pressing down. And I feel like I'm kind of supported. Imagine like a ball supporting your spine and your hips and your buttocks and your thighs, the back of your thighs. You could stay here 5 breaths, 10 breaths, 15 breaths, no problem. Actually going to connect to your belly breath into this pose, allowing the expansion when you inhale and the release of your navel down when you exhale. I'm going to release the pose, releasing my arms first and coming down vertèbre par vertèbre very smoothly and releasing. Now from here I'm going to go into my wheel pose. And you have to know that My life is not a yoga practice every day. Yes, I had my moments, but thank God there's so many priorities in my life that I cannot do a full practice every day. So my wheel pose takes me strength, takes me energy. It's not like, oh, I'm just gonna do a wheel and it's gonna be like so easy. So let's do it together. Bringing those hands, fingertips facing the front. I like to have my little pinky, le petit doigt, touching the edge of my mat. So now from here, I need to use that that like pushing against the earth. So you're gonna push with all the strength that you have, lifting yourself up. Yes. Breathe into that space. Again, that pumping into your kidneys is happening right now. Gently down. And if you want, you could actually repeat this pose 2 or 3 times if your body is asking you to do it. I'm going to do a twist. So I'm going to bring my right on top of the left, bring my hips a little bit to the right, and allow my legs to gracefully fall onto the left side. Open my arms, looking towards the right. Now this is a pose that I could stay for a long, long time. Again, you're into that twisting sensation. So often I'm going to tell you that's a pose that you should do every day. Really, I don't have to tell you which pose you should do every day, because with your own practice, you're going to click with certain poses and be like, this is what I want to do. This one I'm going to carry with me every day. And this one I want to work on and refine it and feel it fully into my body. All right, like I said, I could stay here a very long time, but we are in a video. Coming back always to that neutral space, taking a moment to feel. Left on top of right, hips to the left, and I have my little microphone there. I'm gonna move it and twisting towards the left, looking towards the right. This pose you can do in your bed, on your mat, at the beach, next to your pool. So I'm happy that I went outside into that heat, because sometimes you're like, you know what, it's gonna be too hot, I don't want, better inside. But I did it, and I was able to embrace the sun, to feel the energy of the sun into me. And we know that the sun is all about strength and sharing warmth and enlightening. So I should be good. Let's release. All right. Taking a moment here. This is how we're going to finish the practice. You're going to lengthen your legs. Arms are still open. And this is the perfect time of integration. Feeling the whole practice into your body. Totally being grateful for the ability to move. The awareness of uniting our bodies and our minds and our hearts. The awareness of knowing that this practice is a healing practice. Whatever practice I share with you heals one part of your life. Talking from experience, every practice that you do stays within you. And when you need to use that tool, it's there. You just have to dig a little bit or open that special drawer It's here. Never forgotten. So it's whenever you have the strength to practice, do it. It will carry you where and when there will be less strength. I'm going to try to be silent for the next few breaths and just give you the time to integrate the practice into your own body. And now to end, I'm going to ask you to place your hands onto each side of your belly. You can have your fingers wide open, your palms nicely pressed onto your belly. And let's carry a belly breath. Inhaling into your hands and exhaling, release towards the earth. Inhale and exhale. Your hands and your belly, the warmth of your hands, the movement of your belly are deeply connected right now. One helping the other to be more aware, to be more real and more alive. From here, let's inhale, bring our arms back, stretching. When I started practice, believe me, I could practice for another 3 hours. But hey, again, we have to create some limits. Lifting yourself up, taking a moment here. I'm gonna come back on my pillows into a seated pose. You could stay here into your seated pose. I have to fix a little bit of fixing here. So how do you feel? That's my question. I feel aligned. I feel alive. I feel grounded. I feel like I'm ready to go eat my fruits. I feel like there is peace. There is peace. And there's openness. On that note, hands to your heart. Namaste. Shalom. And really, I love the sharing. I love the feedback. So please comment. How do you feel? What do you want? And that's it. Have an amazing day.